Hello, this is RSTKY, the YouTube tech guy. Hey guys, so today we are bringing you the new benchmark results for the Galaxy S10 Plus. This is the 8GB of RAM version, 128GB storage, but more importantly is the final build. We did the preliminary ones and it was an actual Exynos version that we did the first one on at Unpacked, but now we have the device, we have the iPhone XS Max, and we have the Galaxy Note 9, and I can clearly say the Galaxy S10 is the new benchmark king overall. Now, let's break it down because I know a lot of iPhone users specifically are gonna be like, what do you mean? And so let's break it down and go through the three main benchmark tests: CPU, graphics, and overall. So let's get to it. Over here, we have Geekbench. Now, Geekbench is the one you often see talked about a lot because one, it talks about the processor and it definitely favors iPhone overall because obviously iPhone has the best processor currently still on the market. Even with the new 7nm on this device, you still have a better one overall on the iPhone in terms of benchmark and performance. So when we look at this benchmark test, you can definitely see that compared to last year, the iPhone easily beat out the Note 9 and it was a big gap in between. This year, the S10 still has a ways to go to the iPhone, but obviously much closer and a good jump up from year over year, especially with the single core performance with the S10 Plus. Then we move on though to the next one, which is the graphics. And in terms of the graphics, the iPhone did lose last year compared to the Note 9 handedly, but even this year it got a huge bump up. The graphics right now on the S10 is the best in mobile. Again, currently we'll wait and see how it keeps going and what new devices are coming out. But as of right now, yes, this is the best we're getting in terms of the graphics processing. And not only that, but then we have the overall benchmark test in TuTube. TuTube tests out everything. You can see the different categories from CPU, GPU, UX, and memory. Again, I do want to point out when it comes to the CPU, the iPhone is still the best at this time. However, now you can actually see that even though last year the iPhone had a substantial lead compared to the Note 9, this year the S10 Plus is currently beating the iPhone XS Max. Now, obviously, I also want to point out before someone points it out in the comment section down below, well, the iPhone hasn't come out with their new one. Their new processor is going to blow this one out of the water. Watch. Obviously, that's a possibility. We're just currently, as a landscape that it is right now, the S10 made a huge leap almost by by 100,000 points in terms of the difference from last year on the Note 9 to this year on the S10 Plus. It is a huge difference, and it definitely calculates in the RAM management. RAM processing is getting better and better on Android, which I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about it, especially in the jump to Android 9. That was one of the main keys, that RAM was getting better utilized in apps, and Google is making a requirement now to be better on these parts. So it's really good overall. The UX improved, and the graphics card obviously again saw that huge bump up, but definitely the processor saw a huge bump up from year over year. Now comparing it directly to the iPhone, obviously it loses out in RAM. The RAM memory speed is getting faster and faster. I can only imagine overall how much the performance is going to boost on the Galaxy Fold. It's going to have even faster internal storage. So I really will test out the Galaxy Fold when we get it next month to see how much it even improves from this. And again, the graphics really substantially better. And although the processor is lower, it's getting closer and closer. So I'm really kind of curious to see how it turns out later this year when the Galaxy Fold comes out, and then when the iPhone XS2, or I don't know what they're gonna call it, comes out. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Do you still really trust benchmark tests in general, or do you just see them as, well, okay, that's kind of good, but it all depends on how the operating system is utilized? I think that is most important, to be quite honest with me, but it's always just good to see how our hardware is improving and hopefully the software will follow. Alright guys, thank you as always for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and what other ones should we do benchmark on when they come out. Thank you again. This has been RSCKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.